I'm glad you said that, wrestling old head, because Punk is catching some flack for taking a shot at the Bucks or just AEW in general. I personally am over the whole giving Punk a pass for taking shots at AEW. Now y'all know I am one of Punk's biggest fans, bro. Like I am one of his biggest defenders. When everybody in the IWC was going against this man, calling this man toxic, even now when people are trying to label him as this weirdo because he has female friends. Let's not even get into that. That's a different video for a different day. But I do think that CM Punk needs to let it go, man. I think CM Punk, I, I wish he didn't say that, bro. I wish he didn't say that. Y'all know I love Punk. Again, I got the tattoos inspired by Punk. I love Punk. But I wish he didn't do this. I wish he didn't do this. Now, if you are unaware, he cut a promo. And in the promo, he said that the more things change, the more they stay the same, something to that elk, something like that. And he works with children. And if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, the last 3 years almost, damn, I can't believe it's been 3 years since this happened. Actually, it feels like 3 years if I'm being honest. He famously said about the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page and just the higher ups in AEW in general. Maybe Tony Khan, because I think he was low key pointing at Tony Khan as he was saying it. Because he was like, I work with I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children. And he was low key pointing at Tony Khan. He mentioned that in the promo yesterday, basically saying that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are children. Like once the crowd, every time, like people think that the crowd isn't popping. It's the AEW stands. And that's one or two things. Either people are just super ignorant to what happened with CM Punk and AEW, or the fact that he was even in AEW at all, or it just takes them a minute to realize that he just took a shot at them, which it's really been that every time he takes a shot at AEW. Like, I think it's been 4 different occasions now. I could think of every time I've seen it on top of my head. Like when I'm thinking about it on top of my head, it usually takes them about 5 to 10 seconds to realize it, and then they start chanting, and then they start cheering, and then they chant CM Punk and all that, and then like CM Punk might chuckle or something. Does the crowd get it? Yeah, I'm sure there's enough smart fans in the crowd, in WWE's crowd, for the reaction to make sense for what Punk is saying. But for the most part, it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people who watch AEW. It's not a lot of people who even know he was in AEW. It's not a lot of people who knows why he left AEW. Again, as a Punk fan and as a guy who's been defending him since All Out, I mean literally, I am not one of these guys who went from, oh, Punk is toxic, now I'm like, oh, the Bucks are toxic and AEW sucks. No, I was always the guy saying, yo, what the fuck is going on in AEW? Why are we blaming CM Punk? Why are we putting all the blame on CM Punk for responding to bullshit? I've always been that guy. So as that guy now, I am pleading to CM Punk. If you ain't got to let it go, I understand there's no rules to reaction. But as a fan, I'm begging you to just stop it. Just stop it. I love the guy. I love the guy. And again, the only thing he did wrong was act like a human being in that situation. And he reacted to the entire AEW situation. I've made a whole 2 hour and 30-minute video on this situation. His reaction to this is always justified. But again, as a fan, I think it's just time to let it go. It's over. You're making the most amount of money in wrestling that you've ever made, I'm assuming. I don't know what that AEW's bag was like. I know that AEW bag is crazy, but you're making some of the most money. You're doing some of the best work. Not even some. You're doing the best work of your career. You are contributing to a show in ways that you never have, and you're most likely going to get your main event at WrestleMania this year. Let it go. It's time to go. I understand you was lacking in sleep, but let it go, man. We passed that. We passed that. They struggling in ratings. They struggling with all that. Let them be. Let them be. So, yeah. Please let it go.